Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 2 of Abandoned Kids the Teen Years, which is my mini Let's Play that I'm doing after my Abandoned Kids Challenge. And if you're returning, welcome back. And the kids are still in Granite Falls, though it is the next day. When we left them, it was Saturday. And they, I did a little bit of switcheroo with the house. This is just an edited version of the house that is already here in Granite Falls, but I had used this and edited it for a little mini Let's Play where I was taking a look at toddlers when toddlers first came out, and I took the whole family in that mini Let's Play to Granite Falls, and I edited it to make a room for them. It was quite a large family, and they had 3 toddlers, so there's toddler things here. But it also has some other renovations, like I had made a little bathroom. This is just like a junk room normally. There's like some bins, so I had originally already turned it into a little extra bathroom on the main floor. And it had a computer over here, and I can't remember if I think this is something I had added too, because I did it quite a while ago, because it was when toddlers first came out. But I've also added some additional things to make it pet friendly. I know we had brought the things we really needed for our little Leah, but I just figured I would add them to the lot. And this room is the master bedroom on the main floor, but it has still the 3 toddler beds from when I had brought the toddlers with me. And I've also added a washing machine, not a dryer, because I find dryers are prone to catching fire unless you upgrade them. And I didn't really think people on vacation were really up for upgrading their dryers, so I just added a line outside and a hot tub. And this was already here, which is really good for teens in particular. They have a good way of having fun there. So it is the house that comes with Granite Falls. It's just been upgraded. I guess I added a gaming console, and a toddler bookcase, so that there's toddler books here, which they don't need because they're not toddlers. They don't have any toddlers in the house. But since our Amelia is looking for love and might end up having a child, and this may be their go-to vacation destination when they go on vacation, because it's probably more suited to vacationing than Salvadorada, especially with pets and, more to the point, toddlers. So I figured this would be it. But in the meantime, Amelia had a whim to make pet food. So she did, and I wasn't paying attention, and she put it down, and all of a sudden I noticed that Leah was uncomfortable, and I was like, what's her problem? And I looked for her, and then she's eating the food, and I hovered over the food, and it was poor quality. I have no idea why she would make poor quality food, since she's maxed her cooking and her gourmet cooking skill. I know what it was, is because it was made with rotten fish. Sorry, it just hit me. Why? Because I didn't use fresh ingredients. So there's a tip. When you're making pet food, and particularly you're making the fish pet food for your cats, don't use fresh ingredients unless your fish in your inventory is fresh. If I had caught it in time, I could have had her garnish it, and then it would have become normal. But unfortunately, Leah is now sick. So I'm going to kind of wait it out and hope that she's going to be okay, because I'd really prefer not to cut our vacation short. Though this part will be on vacation, and hopefully for the whole part. But in the next part, they'll be home, and I'll take Leah, I guess, to the vet. Or I don't think any of them have the vet skill, so I think I'm going to need to take her to the vet, because sometimes I do have them learn the vet skill, so I don't have to take them to the vet. But, yeah, I don't think any of them have the vet skill. And I can't imagine. There would be no reason for Eric to have the vet skill, because he just aged up very, very recently. She started this on her own, which is why I'm letting her finish it. But I would like to continue to work on this outdoor enthusiast aspiration. And for both of them. But I was really meaning to be on Amelia. And she's already... But I have her, because she started this painting, I switched her back over to the painter extraordinaire. So as soon as she's done this painting, I'm going to take her off and have her continue to take advantage of being, yes, I know you're sick, and I don't think we have any wellness treats in our inventory, because I don't think, yeah, there are no exam table. Oh, she got her masterpiece. Good thing I swapped it over, because she was needing 4 more, and now she needs 3 more. 5,242. We'll just put that in her inventory. Though perhaps I should be selling it. The bills will be higher, but oh well. Yeah, I don't think we have any. And I mean, I could go and edit a lot and add a vet clinic to Granite Falls so that we can just take her there, but I don't really feel like doing it. I'm just hoping she'll be okay for, you know, the 24 hours or so. Oh, no, maybe we do want to take her, because look at this. She's, I see some stinky stuff. Oh, that's her poop. Small pet poop, and usually they go in the litter box, so that's because she's sick. I guess I don't tend to have sick cats very much. Yeah, you can't sell it. It's not like the gold poop. But, you know what? Why don't you, since you're right here, okay, you're about to clean up, so that's good. And I also had upgraded it, so I gave them, like, a dishwasher isn't here, and then these two are from Parenthood, and this is from the Jungle Adventures pack, so there was a better quality. So go to sleep so that you don't notice that you're feeling sick. So now, back to their vacation. He's going to go back out and do some more fishing. The only disadvantage of this lot is it's not very close to fishing. Some of the other lots have fishing closer, unless I'm just missing it. And Amelia, now that you've done that, we're going to put, now that you've done your masterpiece, yay, I'm going to put you back over to the outdoor enthusiast aspiration, because if you remember from the last part, the reason I'm bringing them here to do this is because I want them to learn and hopefully be able to make the insect repellent in particular. And I don't know what level that is, and I don't remember what the ingredients are that you need to be able to do it. So just while I'm doing this, I figure I may as well just have her on the aspiration, because it makes sense to me to do that. And we'll also head over to the national park for a little bit once I finish having her look around here at what's here, because there are different things in the different locations that you can collect. I know it's not like the mushrooms, it's like the basic things. I'm quite sure it's not the mushrooms, because I think it unlocks earlier. But it's just that if I don't have it and don't get her to learn the skill, or one of them, but she's not working, so it's probably good for her to be the one to learn it. Right now, at least. I think eventually I'll probably like Eric to learn it, because he is the one I'm planning on like doing that little mini challenge with, and I want him to be concentrating on the archaeology, so learning that. But mind you, once they get higher up, if they max their logic, they don't need the things, because they always avoid it. They're always logical and calm, and so they don't have any impact from it. But it's still, you have to be pretty high for that to be a thing. I'll just let her harvest the basil since it's there. And this is a wild plant, so we'll harvest that. I'm curious what she has. How many wild plants, of course. This is going to take me a little bit of time to look, because she has a lot of other things in her inventory. She has, and then there's also the fact that I often miss it. So there's the 2 types of chamomile, even though we haven't identified it. I know that's what they are, because they're very clear. And those are skulls. And so then here, so we got a new one. So these are the 2 types of whatever they are. And that's all I'm seeing. So I'm not seeing, because there are 10. And we seem to have, from what I can see, 4 in our inventory. And you got the poison fire leaf, which is definitely over at the other location. And maybe the other one is too. And without her having herbology, I keep calling it herbology. Herbalism. We are not in Harry Potter. Skill. She She can't identify them. So, well, there's one more plant. Well, I don't know whether it'll be the same as we've already harvested here, or it'll be one of the other ones. But once she's done that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them over to the National Park and go collecting over there. I mean, we don't need the strawberries. I'm sure she has strawberries in her inventory. Yes, she does. I'm curious where her gardening is, actually. She's 9. She's pretty high. Pretty high with the gardening. And then there's one more. Has she gotten all of her things? Oh, she has. Well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Eric come and harvest this, even though he still needs some more fish, because we know we have both types of the chamomile, so I don't need her to collect that particular item. Yeah. And this is another wild plant, so we'll have him harvest that one because it's right there. I'm assuming that's not on the path that I've had her go look at. And Brian did actually, I don't know why I have him go there. He had caught his 5 fish, so I had him go and work on his angling ace aspiration because, you know, there's only so many plants to harvest. So have you finished, my dear? No, you're still going. And the tree's in my way, so I can't see you. I'm thinking you must have just harvested that. Yeah. So let's follow you. See where you're going. You're running around. When Sims 4 first came out, when they used to dig in things, they used to like build their muscles, but I think actually all the running around should help make them more fit because it's a lot of exercise, all the running around, but I don't know that it does anything these days. So probably something in the middle might have been good. I know that we should build your muscle, but it probably should slim you down because walking and jogging and stuff does tend to help with that. So there we go. So she's harvested that plant, and I want to take a look at her inventory. I'll have it play, but just slow. No, so it was she has 20 of those now, so it looks like it was the same one she already had in 20 of those. So it doesn't look like anything new in her inventory. So she's going to go fish in the other location. Now I'm going to check and see, has Eric finished? He has finished doing that. So, and he's looking at his phone. So I'm going to take them over to the national park. I'm just going to hit the M key to do that. And if you haven't been to Granite Falls, the national park is over here. So this is where I'm going to take them all, and I'll see you when we get there. So they're over here, and poor Leah. I feel so bad for her, but I just, you know, I probably should. We're going to comfort her, and he wants to play with the laser pointer, so we'll see whether she's up for that. Maybe she's not. And then why don't you, Amelia, come over here and we get, no, it's this way. I think we'll go over here and go fishing. There we go. You can go fishing because you need to catch 5 fish. And you may as well just keep working on your angling ace aspiration so you can fish with bait. You can use some perch, and you have caught your fish, so why don't we actually swap you over to the angling ace yourself, and you can go fishing here. Can't actually really get it completed because there's only 2 fishing spots in this location, and there's a plant, but we're not having her harvest. There it is, all the way over here. It's further than I realized. You're gonna go fishing over here. I don't know why you didn't go fishing in the first place. Maybe there was too many people there, and you're not going fishing. You're going, well, you're hungry. That's okay. And are you finished playing with poor? Oh, it looks like she got maybe sick. Oh, she's not feeling as sick, so maybe she'll get better on her own. Hopefully. But if she's not, we'll definitely take her to the vet when we get home. So you're going to come and harvest that when you're finished. And did you actually go fish like you were supposed to, Amelia? Yes, you did. Good. That's good. So, Eric, there's your first plant to go collect. And I see one over here, which we'll harvest. And I'm going to put these probably all on. There's some bugs you can collect. I think those are maybe termites. I can't remember. That'll tell you if he's successful in collecting them. It'll show us what they are. He would like to buy an observatory, so I will get one. We don't need to buy a pet food bowl. We do actually have one in our inventory. And more bugs. More insects to collect. And, oh, another. This is a rainbow firefly. Not that we need to, that's on the last tier of this aspiration, which I'm not saying we're going to get to it. I'm just sort of working on it. I figure while we're here collecting the things because we want to have luck. This must be what I've already asked him to collect. So I'm going to wait till he's done everything, and I'm going to check in on Amelia. And you know what, Brian? Why don't you come over here and fish with bait like I had originally asked you to? Hopefully you're not hungry anymore. You can use some tetra. And you know what I'm going to do? Even though they have oodles of money, and they have extra money because they got some money from investing. Well, I think maybe it was Brian. I can't remember for sure. But I'm going to actually just, looks like Leah's sick. Uncomfortable again, at least. I don't know if she's sick or if she's uncomfortable. So I'm going to breed them because they're just all busy, and you know, it's sort of a lull in what they're doing. And then I'm going to sell them is what I'm going to do. All but the 2. Just because I don't want to have them in their inventory, because they're probably worth a fair amount, because they have 50 plus in their inventory. That's a lot. Breed frog with whirly flower. So we're going to take 1. And then we're going to take 2 and put them over there, and I'm just going to make sure that Amelia does have them, because the thing is when the 1 plus is that whenever Eric moves out, is I'll probably at that point have a bundle of them and put them. No, I didn't want to. Actually, I'm going to put those in her inventory. I'm going to try and put them in her inventory. Doesn't seem to. Oh, it only takes 1. That's why I forgot. There is a thing like that. So we're going to sell those. And so we don't have to pay anything on them. And then Eric, are there any more things that you can collect, that you can harvest that you haven't collected? That's just sage. So we don't actually, but you know, he needs his gardening skill too. Gardening is handy. Gardening is definitely handy for going to Salvadorada, because it's one of the skills that is good to have when you're in Sylvia. It's kind of dark and it's kind of hard to see where we're going. Oh, look, we have, I think this is a praying mantis. Let me look and see what it said we got. So we got a rainbow firefly like I thought, and they were mosquitoes were one of those batches, and the termites, they were termites. So, and Brian caught some sage. So you're catching those bugs. Hopefully they'll still be there when you get there, and I'm just hovering around looking for, so we're over here, so this is not so good for him, because not so good for him, but we need them. Oh, look, those are like dust moths or something like that. I can't remember exactly what they're called. These he's gonna be not very comfortable from harvesting them. Oh, and look, there's some fireflies. Yay! And did he harvest those? No, he hasn't harvested those. So we get lots of little bugs. Let's see. Dust spirit. 1 dust spirit. And this, is he going to get uncomfortable? He didn't get uncomfortable from that, surprisingly, because I thought normally that makes them uncomfortable. Now does he get uncomfortable from this one? No, and it's the same thing. And it didn't make him uncomfortable. Okay, and how many have you collected? 8 of 10. And you're still fishing? You need 1 more fish to catch this. And is that your fish? Yay, she got it. So that was the main thing that I wanted to get done while we were here for her. So I'm going to put her over onto Angling Ace, because she needs to fish for 10 total hours. So I'll just have this counting for that. And then Sylvia, well, she's fished, so then she can go fishing over here. And let's check in on Eric. What are you doing? You're going to get something to eat because you're hungry. Good. That seems like it's a reasonable thing to do. Even though I'm busy trying to get you to find more plants. Is that one that has been harvested? No. So there you go. You can catch that one. And you know what? Why don't you just eat some things in your inventory? Do we have a grilled cheese ready to eat in our inventory from when we were in Salvadorada? No, you do not have a grilled cheese ready to eat, but perhaps your sister does. Let me look and see. And she has 2. So we're going to take one of these and put it into Eric's inventory. And then Eric will have a grilled cheese ready to eat. Yay! So he can eat that, and hopefully it'll tide him over. Oh, another praying mantis. This is how I find a good way to find the bugs, is just sort of like go across, the ground, and there's one of the mushrooms. Though I think he's going to be completed, but I don't really care. It's just easier. I have him out, so it makes more sense just to keep him doing it. The others, look at all the bugs. Goodness, there's just bugs, bugs, bugs. Tons of bugs. It's like the bonanza when it comes to bugs in the Granite Falls right now. There's tons of them. Oh, and look where we are. This is how you get to to visit the hermit. But we're not going to do that on this trip, because this trip, we're not going to the nightclub, because if you leave and take anyone's invitation to go anywhere, as I've mentioned before, it'll take the sim who's going away from the vacation. Though the one thing is, if you have multiple people, I'm thinking those are mosquitoes, and only one of them goes, then the others are still on vacation, so you can kind of finagle it and go back and join in the vacation. But if you only had one sim, or if you had more than one and they all go, then the vacation essentially ends by you joining and going on the vacation. So did he actually do his homework? He did do his homework. I wonder whether he did his extra credit work. But it's not really a big deal. He's got lots of time to get that responsibility and get his A. Does it say he's on vacation? Yeah, it does. So there's really no rush to go back home. So, and did he get those? Oh, it's just a dig site. He may as well dig it up. And he's got everything but the fishing. So he should probably go do the fishing. And let me look and see if I can find any more plants. Because maybe I will, or maybe I'll just have him do it, because he's right here. And I'm not really looking to collect the frogs and stuff like that too much, which is why I've not been collecting them when I go. But normally if I'm doing a Regs Riches and they're just starting out, I will collect them. There is another one of these plants we haven't harvested from. I don't know if I thought that was bugs, but it was just a little plant. A decor plant, actually. And we've harvested that already. And I think we're coming sort of back to where we started, yeah. So he needs to go fishing to collect... Oh, he burnt himself now. He's itchy from the fire, and that is a new one. So we do have a new one of those. So I'm going to put that just because I want to count to see. I'm just curious whether we've gotten all of the plants now or not. I don't see the mushrooms. There's one of them. And did he get only one type of mushroom? You can get the other mushroom for sure. I always get it, or I shouldn't say for sure, but I generally have gotten it when I go visit the hermit, the other type of mushroom that there is. So I may as well give one of those to Amelia. So how are you doing with your fishing? You ran out of, but now you just have to make great catches, so it doesn't really matter that you ran out of your bait. It doesn't matter. But you look very uncomfortable. You're tired. So, but maybe we could at least get you that 1 hour more to complete that part. And this salmon is, I'm going to just mount some fish for her in her inventory, because she needs to mount or bowl 5 fish. I usually prefer to mount fish that are worth more than 50 simoleons. It's not worth much more than 50. Just because then you can sell them. But if they're less than 50, you can turn them into plasma packs. But I'm going to let them finish their fishing a little bit and finish out their vacation, and next time we will join them back at home. But that is going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.